So today the 21W05A snapshot released, and these are all the features that are in it. So let's get straight to it. So the first feature are the Azalea bushes. Now you've got the regular Azalea here, like this one, and then you've got a flowering Azalea. I personally prefer the flowering Azalea just because it has pink on it. But honestly, I think these actually look really cool, and I could definitely see myself using them sometime. You can't actually place these on top of each other, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, I can get, like, it might not look that good, but I think you should, be able to place them. You can't, actually place anything. Actually, you can place regular blocks on them. For some reason, you can't actually just place regular azaleas on them. So, the next feature are glow berries. Now, these you can't actually place, in creative. You have to, manually make them by growing vines in a cave. But you can use these as a food source. They don't give you any effects, but you can just use them as food source. So the next one is the drip leaf. Now I know these have been highly anticipated. Basically, as you saw in the clip, basically if you you can basically grow these things. You have to use bone meal. You can't just repeatedly place them by themselves. Like, placing them won't work. You have to bone meal them. But basically, you're able to stand on them for a limited time before they make you drop. So obviously that could be something which definitely could be used for parkour. You can actually bone meal them really high though. As you can see over there, I've bone mealed one really high, and even at this height, as you can see, if I stand on it, it will make me drop. So, definitely, you might not want to go too high with them, because if you go too high and then stand on it, you'll definitely fall to your death. There are also these small drip leaves, so these ones are the big ones. The small ones you have to place on clay or place them underwater, and you can't actually stand on these ones. But if you bone meal them, they'll turn into one of the bigger ones, which means you'll be able to then bone meal them and stand on them. So the next blocks we have are rooted dirt and the hanging roots. Now the hanging roots can only be placed on the underside of blocks like this. They can't actually be placed anywhere else. I also just think it looks really funny in the hand. I mean, I just think this looks really funny. The rooted dirt is basically the dirt with these roots in. It kind of looks like they have worms in them though. That's just my opinion. So the next things we have are the moss block and the moss carpet. Now I know this is probably going to be really popular, especially because before this you just had to use sort of green carpet and pretend it looked like moss. But now you can actually have something that actually looks more like a moss thing. You can also have them in block form, which I think it might be easier to use carpet for it. But I wish it was more like snow, where you could sort of layer it up more instead of it just floating like this. I think it'd be nice if we could have it more like the snow instead of just a carpet. I think it would just make a lot more sense since it's a natural thing. And just the fact that it floats is kind of ugly, in my opinion. And the final thing is the spore blossom. Now this again can only be placed on the roof of something. As you can see, it drips down particles. I personally think this is actually really beautiful. I really want to use these in more builds. And I hope they actually have more flowers like this, but in different colours. Alright, so these are some of the new things the school sensors can sense. So apparently it can sense the minecart moving, opening and closing shulkers, eating stuff like cake and any other block changes, ringing bells now does it as well. They can also do it with shearing sheep. Also placing mobs itself. So as you can see, shearing sheep also counts, as well as placing mobs. Hurting mobs also does it. Oh, it doesn't obviously do it far away, but if you hurt them, that also counts. And also TNT. It can detect the fuse from that. And then finally, if I drink a potion, it also detects the sound. Apparently now foxes are meant to be able to go on powdered snow, but it doesn't seem like they are. I can't seem to place them on top of it. Let me try like. I don't know why it just don't. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, they are able to walk on it. For some reason, you can't place it, and also he's just going around in circles. As you see, they can also push and pull the powdered snow, which I don't think is exactly good because it's not exactly an actual block. So I would say I don't think it should be able to be pushed. Obviously, it's cool, but I think it just seems weird that it's able to be pushed without it breaking. Yet you still can't like push stuff like levers, which are actual solid things. I honestly think that I honestly don't know why powdered snow can be pushed though. And then the rest of the features are just bug fixes and technical changes. Except for the fact that one other thing is they've also changed the names of copper. So instead of it being lightly weathered, it's now exposed. So it's the longest one. The longest item name in Minecraft will now not be waxed lightly weathered copper slab. I think it might be the same block, but it's just got a different name now, so it might not still be the same. Like, it might not be the longest name anymore, but it might be, I'm not too sure. In regards to the skulk sensors, there are a few other things it can detect, but these are just some of the main ones, which I think are the most important. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, so thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next video, bye!